Taking the time out, visiting my blog this morning. Today I'm kind of excited. I got this new book, and whenever I get a book that deals with health, I get kind of excited because I'm always looking for new ideas, trying to improve my health. And today it's a book, Healing and Prevention Through Nutrition. It's an action holistic approach to how to eat, what to eat, and why for optimal health and wellness. The author is Vito Chell. She runs a real nice blog. I like to blog with her from time to time. And she's a certified holistic nutritionist, biologist, educator, writer. Like I've often told my wife, I says, for something that should be simple for eating, it's become where you almost need a degree, PhD, master's, what have you. Well, I got one better. This is a certified holistic nutrition. So, a lot of times I've been blogging for healthy choices, healthy ideas for breakfast and stuff. And a lot of and with breakfast being kind of important to get you going in the morning, a lot of the foods that we have, the choices aren't really the greatest. A lot of it is dealt around enriched white flour, enriched wheat flour, and what does that curtail? All your different bread products, your bagels, your muffins, even as far as your waffles and pancakes and donuts and crepes and all your different pastries. It's all stuff that isn't great for you. I made a blog where I was outside by the fire throwing paper and cardboard that kind of represented the simple carbs such as these, where the fire, and just like the fire is sort of like us, where it burns it real quick, leaving us starved for eating more. And what do those foods do? It left the fire where it had a lot of ash. It leaves fat on us. It also doesn't burn hot like hardwoods, like in a fire in here, such as our whole grains and stuff. It leaves smoke and stuff, and this is stuff that kind of like messes up your chimney where you have creosote fires and stuff. This is what the simple carbs sort of do in relationship to that. So you'd have to read the blog to understand that more. So my first blog, one of my first blogs was trying to, and you got to pretend you're like at the edge of a stream or a brook. You're trying to get to the other side where it's healthy. So you need some stepping stones so you don't get wet along the way. So one of mine was to get away from cereals like this, and you can see they put a nice red heart. There's a story I'll tell tomorrow whenever I do this full-blown blog on this about the heart. And I tried to get away from box cereals such as Cheerios, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, all the different Special K's, the Wheaties, and the list goes on because they're all not the greatest for you. So I went with Nature's Path Organic. It had flaxseed, pumpkin seed. I figured, hey, this was good. This was a good way to get away from some of these sugary foods and sodium products. And I did a sort of a blog where it was the devil's playground. And what's the devil's playground? It's our taste buds. All our food is all sugar coated and sodium and fat. And what do all those foods do? It creates health for our body. So yeah, that's sort of the stepping stone. Then I got into Quaker Oats, cereals or meals for on the go, or give me 2 minutes of your time. And we kind of looked into quick oats. If you didn't have time, you got steel cut oats, and also Bob's Red Mill, and there's other ones that have a lot of good solid type of whole grains that you can use. But the trouble with whole grains is they're an acidic type food, and you want to try to get some alkaline foods, and that's where this book comes into hand. It tells you all the different things about an alkaline food versus an acidic food. So today we're going to look at, like I said, smidget. What I like about Avita and she doesn't come up with any type of recipe, because there's billions of them out there, and a lot of them are no good. Probably about 80% of them, 90% of them, screw them up with some type of a sodium or sugar or some type of an ingredient that I would consider where it takes it not to be a healthy dinner. But what she does is she's giving you the tools of the different areas to create your own healthy meal. And a lot of you guys, you've all heard about the smoothies. In fact, some of my blogs I did on flaxseed, rolled cacao powder, can't even pronounce that today. Hemp seed, I always put it in there where you can use it in a smoothie. Well, today we're going to do that. So she gives 4 different areas of a smoothie. A lot of times you go to a restaurant, oh, they got healthy smoothies, and what are they? It's just nothing more than fruit mixed up in a drink. Or sugar. You go to the store, you get smoothie kits, and it's all nothing but sugar. So there's 4 different main groups. There's the greens, the fruit, the healthy protein, and the healthy fat. So today we're going to look at each of these. Now she's saying the greens, which is your dark green leafy, and that's where you get your alkaline food, which is good for you. And she gives some different, about 8 choices, 6 choices. I choose to use kale and also spinach. The next group is the fruit group. She says pick 1 or 2. So I chose to have the banana, and I also have medjool dates. Sort of like a sugar taste. Healthy protein, she gives all kinds of stuff. I kind of chose to use hemp seed. I'm kind of running out. And I also have some raw cacao powder. And healthy protein, you can get it from all your different raw nut butters. I chose to use almond butter, and also that trans right into the last group, which is healthy fat, which is also includes your flax seed. So with all that said, how many of you take vitamins? I used to be one of the biggest vitamin taker. I used to take like 20, 23 a day. There were so many. I'd have 7 in the morning, 7 at lunch, and 7 for dinner. Tried to spread them out, and all that was just covering up for me to eat junk food. If you eat this type of stuff, this is where you get your good vitamins and stuff. I think I was taking vitamin C, a whole all-around multivitamin, vitamin E. I think there was a vitamin B, niacin, and there is some vitamins you need to take. We'll get through it in here. I also took I think a lot of fish oil. You don't need that when you have flax seeds. So there's different things around here to take care of a lot of your vitamins. You don't need them if you're watching your health. So this here, to start it off, I'm taking my kale, put it in. This is important to have your leafy greens, because actually a smoothie is kind of neat because you can throw a lot of stuff in. You can do a lot of different of your proteins and stuff. Next we'll put in some medjool dates. I have a banana here. Yesterday I used an orange, but she kind of lists some other more exotic fruits that would probably even be better, like mangoes and papayas. There's a list in there. The next thing is we'll use some flaxseed, hemp seeds, and here we got some rope powder that I always talk about. We'll put a couple of those in there. Put a little bit of flaxseed for our omega-3s. That's why you don't need fish oil. Here's some good raw almonds, so if you like almond butter, put that in there. Dinner bell. Here, we could probably have a better choice on this. This is just our original pure coconut milk. Gonna add a little bit to that. We're going to stop it right there, but you can see where it's getting mixed. I'll probably mix it after this tape is done. And there, she gives you tips on if you want to, you can add some water, purified water that you make to make it a little bit runnier. something like this is a little thicker, maybe I can put it in the freezer and have a milkshake. The more greens, you want this to look more green color. If you want to put some of your blueberries, wild blueberries is a good thing to put in here, all your different berries. There's a lot of different options. You figure you take this here, and she gives like 8 or 9 different greens, 8 or 9 different fruits, healthy proteins, healthy fats. Now if you take 1 or 2 of each, and you keep going with different combination, there's literally hundreds and hundreds of different things to make. So if you don't like one, keep at it. There's probably half a dozen to a dozen that you like before you get to one. And you want to try to vary this from the different types of greens to the different types of fruits to get to make sure you get everything in combination. Maybe in the season, if different vegetables or fruits are in season, that's the time to take advantage of doing something like this. Very recommended, especially for hot days. It's a nice, cool breakfast to take. Even if you're on the go, if you're going to work, you can put this in a glass and take it on the road. A lot of this stuff here can, like I said, you can have it prepared, throw it in the blender, mix it up, out the door you go. So yeah, give this a whirl. This is a real good, healthy option for making for breakfast. So in a couple of days we'll get back together and we'll go through this book and we'll have some stories on how I got to even get to this point of trying to eat healthier. So have a good day. Make a couple of these. Enjoy. Bye.